This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 840 Country Club Drive, Burbank, California, 91501. Today is December 7th, 2020. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS cleanout located on the left-hand side of the tankless water heater just behind the guest unit. And this is our tankless water heater here. This is our guest unit, French doors to the guest unit here. This is our main house here. This runs around towards the back of the property hillside. And this is the neighbor's house here. And this is our 4-inch ABS cleanout. It's located right just in front of the area drain here. We're just going to go ahead and zero it out, our camera monitor here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and drop down. We're going to push out and just take a good look. And hopefully with the attempt to reach our city sewer tie-in. That does appear to be black ABS sewer pipe. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of a turn. And dropping down. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Continue to push out, and that joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of a turn here, a little bit of an offset in that joint there from about the 12 o'clock down to about the 6 o'clock area. Make a little turn, and those joints appear to be in fair condition as well. Make a little bit of a turn. We're going to continue to push out. And we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area here. It does appear that we possibly do have another clean out there at the front of the property. And we're just going to locate this area here. So we'll pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it's just as you approaching the, I presume, the front door to the house, along the walkway, as you're coming up, entering from the garage area up the steps, along the walkway towards the door, front door to the main house, at 2 foot 3 inches deep. In this area here, as you can see, there is a clean out here, as you can see there, and what they did is they had put the walkway, the pavers in the walkway just above this clean out. And again, this is at 2 foot 3 inches deep. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Those appear to be long lengths of black ABS sewer pipe. Approximately 20 feet between the joints. Again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And we do have a tie-in here. As you can see, we do have a tie-in here at 57 feet 0 inches. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push in a little bit here. And what we're going to do is we're going to mark this tie-in. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at 3 foot 4 inches deep. And this is just to the right of the walkway as you're coming up from the gate, from the garage, coming up towards up the stairs on your right hand side. In the dirt, we did place an orange flag to identify the area. And again, this is a branch line tie-in here. As you can see, we do have a tie-in here on the branch line, and that line there appears to be coming from the main house. And we walked the property around the main house. We looked through the plant areas and along the side of the house and in all the areas, and we looked for another mainline cleanout. They had mentioned that there was a mainline cleanout at the front of the house, but we were unable to identify its location. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Again, those joints all appear to be in fair condition. And as you can see, we do have another tie-in here in this area as well. We do have a tie-in here, and as we continue to push out, we do have another tie-in here as well. So we'll pause here for a moment and locate this area as well. Okay, again, we went ahead and located this area, and it's just, again, right on the right-hand side as you come up the gate from the garage, coming up towards the front door of the property, along in the dirt area there, about a foot from the other flag, 1.5 feet from the other flag. And that area there we did locate it at 3 foot 5 inches deep. And as you can see, we do have another tie-in, branch line tie-in in that area. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. It does appear we're dropping down. It does appear that we transitioned to what appears to be cast iron. And again, so we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And a little difficult to get our camera, so we're going to pause here for a moment and attempt to run some water. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we ran a little bit of water to try to help us push out, but okay, we're going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to locate this area. So we'll pause here. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and this area is just along the curb, out on the street, along the curb area, just up against the fence line, and it does drop down about 7-8 feet down towards the street, and we're right in between the street and the curb area, and we did mark this area with a red crayon. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pull back, and as we pull back, we're able to identify another mainline cleanout. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back and pull out from here, and we're going to relocate ourselves to that area and attempt to push out from there. So again, it does appear to be all cast iron sewer pipe in this area. I'm going to continue to pull back, get a little bit of a turn. It does appear that we do have a little bit of root intrusion in that joint there. Again, very difficult to see. We did transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. Make a little bit of a turn. And right here at this turn here, as we drop down, we did locate this area here, and this is our main line cleanout, and it is on the right hand side, in the yard area on the right hand side, just in front of the planter area, and it is a black cover. And again, this front yard, it consists of basically sand and dirt, and it does have a mulch in the planter area, and this area here is just in front of the mulch planter in the sand and dirt area. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back, and as you can see, we do a tie-in there. As we pull back, it does appear that we have another tie-in in this area here. So we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back, and all the black ABS from that point back all appear to be in fair condition. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. I'll need that. I'm going to continue to pull back and make a few turns. And again, as I mentioned, all the black ABS sewer pipe in this area, as we pull back, all appear to be in fair condition. What we're going to do is we're going to just relocate ourselves to that mainline clean out at the front of the property, and we're going to attempt to push out from there. I'm going to continue to pull back. Okay. And we're going to pull back, and we're going to pause for a moment and relocate ourselves. Okay, we went ahead and just started to run our line here, and when we pull back, we'll take a good look as we pull back. What we're going to try to do, okay, it does appear that we dropped in. I'm going to pause here for a moment. So what we did is we went ahead and pushed all the way out as far as we could using the water, and we were able to get what appears to all the way out into our city sewer tie-in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut the water down. We're going to pause for a moment, let it run, and we'll pull back and we'll take a good look at the cast iron. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is out in the middle of the street, closest to the opposite side of the street, and it's there's a black Mercedes there, and so we're unable to mark it. It's underneath the black Mercedes. So again, we're just going to go ahead and pull back from here, and we'll take a good look at our line. So it does appear that we've transitioned into vitreous clay in the lateral, and as you can see, that is our saddle area. Very difficult to tell, but it does appear that we do have a crack there in the saddle area. But again, when I get this back to the office, I can take a really good look at it. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. It does appear that we're very difficult to tell, but it does appear that we're transitioning back into cast iron. So it is a very short section of vitreous clay. And cast iron does have quite a bit of buildup and scaling throughout. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Again, just continue to pull back. It does appear to be looks like a leaf that got in there. Again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And again, we are in cast iron sewer pipe, and the cast iron sewer pipe does appear to have scaling and some buildup throughout. Appear that we're holding a little bit of water in this area here, and this appears to be our transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. ahead and continue to pull back. And that does appear to be a short section of black ABS sewer pipe. Here, as you can see, a little bit of water holding in this area, and it does appear to be a short section of black ABS sewer pipe, and then we transition back into cast iron. It does appear we do have a little bit of, appears to be cobwebs there at the top of the line. Just going to continue to pull back. And that does appear to be a rag of some sort inside the sewer line. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of scaling and buildup throughout the cast iron. We're just going to continue to pull back, make a little bit of a turn, and we are coming up a vent stack here. It's like a chimney here. Got a little bit of debris on our camera lens, so it's very difficult to see. Let's see if we can get this rinsed off. And again, it is coming up a chimney here. So the water's running on the camera lens. Once we get to the top, we make our transition. And as you can see, the camera lens clears back up. It does appear that we transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. And we're going to pull up and out of our clean out. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection. And again, this area here is located in the front yard, and these areas here were marked. This is a tie-in. There's a tie-in here, and this is the initial marking from the previous inspection at the top of the vitreous clay. And this is our fence line, and this is going towards our house, and this goes around towards the back patio area, or the back patio area just behind the guest house and garage, and that is the area that we ran the main line clean out from that point up to this point here, and this goes around towards our gate. So again, that will conclude our video sewer inspection. Trying to think.